Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope all is well. I've just been on the internet for the last hour, surfing, looking, learning, growing, and just realized how much my life revolves around technology. Of course, I worked at Microsoft for almost 20 years, so I was very ingrained in the power of technology to change lives. I'll always remember that slogan, I think it was Windows 95, which was, "Where do you want to go today?" Do you remember that was their tagline while I was there, in fact? And, where do you want to go today is kind of the phrase that, for me, just represents the power of technology to take us places, and not just on a visual world out there, knowledge base, but also ourselves. And I think in the last few years, there have been so many incredible apps on our phone, which is, I don't know anybody that doesn't have some kind of a phone they use to varying degrees, that I think I want to share with you some apps that I think can help you change your lifestyle in your 60s. It's all about reinvention, recreation, and one of our bloggers, Judy Jacobs, is an expert in this area, and she has given us some ideas. Now, I'm going to refer to my notes here because I want to make sure that I give you the right information of the specific apps that she talks about. And the article, of course, is on the website. You can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below, so you won't be searching and trying to remember all these names. So the first thing, meditation and mindfulness are a big deal. I mean, we all know that not only is it good for our health to meditate and to reduce the stress level, and goodness knows we've had enough stress the last few months, that we have apps, that there's apps available that can help. Now, taking 10 or 20 minutes a day can make all the difference. So here's some thoughts. There's some apps called Calm, Headspace, Simple Habit. Those are three that Judy talks about. You can check them out, and the links are in her article. That you can, there's subscription models where you can pay a small monthly fee and then take advantage of their services. Some of them are free to a certain point, and then you can upgrade. Another one she mentions is Forest. And this is one where you can basically plant a tree, and then the phone is off, your phone is off limits until the tree is fully grown. What does that mean? Phone use is off limits. I think what that means is that you just get a pause from technology, that technology is helping you to pause. Maybe the tree grows really fast on the app. I'm sure it does. I haven't used that one, but that's a cool one. It's called Forest. Another thing is, doing those things where you can give gifts of certain things, like you can give gifts of a tree or a forest, and there's certain apps that just doing that just calms you down and really makes you feel like you're doing something worthwhile. And that, I think, is part of the secret to changing your lifestyle. It's putting the focus on, well, of course, on you, but also on things that are priorities. Another one is your well-being. Health and well-being. Now, a lot of women use, the watches, Fitbits, those kinds of devices, and tracking your food intake, your sleep. All those things are offered by these apps. And the ones that she mentions, like a mood motivator, or monitor and motivator, I'm assuming, is Daylio, Daylio. It actually allows you to track your moods and your daily activities and making you more aware. Really, these apps don't do magic. They just make you more aware of how you spent your day. I know during the COVID-19 period, having rituals were really important for me, and I had a little book that I would put on my temperature and my heart rate and blood pressure, kind of like on a chart. And for some reason, that just being aware of that made me feel like I was kind of in control of the situation. Another app is our sleep trackers. The iPhone has a built-in sleep tracking app within the clock app. There's another one she talks about called Sleep Cycle and Auto Sleep. These are ones that you can use to track your sleep habits, and we all know just how important sleep is to our well-being. I've got a fan, by the way, on me, which keeps blowing my hair because it's so hot here today. Another thing to measure, I guess, but sleep cycle and auto sleep. And there's another area that's so important, dehydration. Something I always forget, to drink water. There's hydration apps like the Daily Water Tracker and one called Reminder, which basically track the amount of water you drink, and they provide reminders throughout the day. Don't forget to drink that glass of water. And these are apps most of them are free apps on your phone, Daily Water Tracker and Reminder. The Plant Nanny app turns drinking water into a game. I guess when you drink, you then water plants. But these personal goals and motivation are really supported by these kinds of online apps that you can download. So are there ones that you're using that are good for your health? I mean, I think that for me, I do use Headspace. I found that to be really, really incredibly soothing. Basically, what they do is like you turn it on in the evening, and then it will have people reading stories, for example. And Patrick Stewart is like one of my favorite of all time actors, and they have him like reading these very relaxing sort of visual stories about walking through a forest, and you can hear the birds. And by the time you've listened for 10 minutes of this recording, you're not awake. You're asleep. I mean, Headspace is not just for meditation, but it's just to relax you as well. Calm is a good one too. I've tried a lot of these, and I really hope that if you've got one that you have used, that you have found particularly helpful to you, let us know. I'm just looking to make sure that there is none here that I've missed. Sleep trackers, a migraine tracker she talks about here. This is an interesting one. Migraine Buddy is a tracking app that helps determine migraine triggers. So it helps you to avoid them and potentially reduce the number of migraine attacks. I'd never thought about that, because that is true. I know people that suffer from migraines, and there are certain triggers, foods, even just situations that just trigger a migraine. And by knowing those triggers, of course, you can avoid them. So I think that's a really good one. Dailyo, I mentioned, is a mood monitor that helps provide a private diary. So a lot of these are like almost like a substitute for journaling, because by putting down your thoughts and your mood, again, triggers, things that have motivated you or that have happened to generate a certain mood, positive or negative, you can actually start to control the movement or the experience of stress in your life and do something about it. That's what's really, really important. Another one is the planting tree one. I forgot to mention the planting tree one. You earn coins, which are used to plant real trees. So let me go back to that one and just make sure I got that one right. That's called Forest. And with this app, you basically plant a tree, and then and if you try to use your phone before the time has elapsed, it says, do you really want to kill this tree? Because you've got to water it and take care of it. And then there's, of course, if you want to use your phone for an emergency, it says, but it says here that not only does the app help you unplug for a little bit, but it helps the environment, because planting these virtual trees earns you coins, and these coins then go towards planting real trees, which I think is a really cool idea. According to the app, 250,000 trees have been planted as a result of this app called Forest. I think that's a really fun one. But anyway, I just wanted to share a few of these special ones with you. If you want to go to the article by Jody, it's really easy to follow, and you can check all the links, go into great detail. You'll find the one that you like, the one that works best for you. But if you've got any at all that you use, let us know. I was just looking at the iPhone apps the other day, and I don't know, are there thousands, millions? There's a lot. And a lot of them now are focused on older people who want to take care of their health and well-being. Oh, one other monitor that's useful, she didn't actually mention them in the article, are ones that monitor your well-being, your health, in an emergency situation. And there are some apps, and I should probably look on my phone because I've got a couple, where you can actually set an alert so that you send a quick message to a assigned person every day, like up and about, everything's cool. And if you don't send that message, then they get a phone call, and then they can call you, or you just say, did you forget to check in, mom or auntie? And it's a really, I think, an excellent idea. And there's some that are quite complex that, that have medical, like taking your pills, for example. They remind you to take your medications. And then if you don't check in and say, I've taken the medications, it reminds you. So there are a lot of those online too. And, if you've got any that you use for these reasons, especially for health, I think that's a super powerful way to use some of these technology apps. Let us know. We would like to learn from each other. So I hope that you found this useful. May I ask you please to check out our 60andMe channels. You can go to 60andme.com/start. That's all of our channels. That's Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, website, here on YouTube, Instagram. We love you in all those places. And also, if you love this video and you want to find more about this topic, and you want to be told about more when they're released, please check out and subscribe to this channel. And there's like a subscribe button right under this video. You press, it's a red button, click subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later, but you can subscribe. And then also press that notification bell, which is next to it. And that then will tell you when new videos are released. Well, it's been fun chatting with you this morning. I hope you found some of these technology inspirations good and helpful. And I look forward to sharing with you in the future. If you've got any that you'd like to share, again, with the rest of the women in our group, please do so. Okay, everybody, have a super day and take good care of yourselves. Use your technology wisely, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.